Hi again, it's Steve here from Transforming the Trent Valley. I've just moved just over the road. You can see it's quite a busy road behind here, but just wanted to sort of demonstrate that, you know, nature can be just on the doorstep really, and can be anywhere. And part of our theme this week is to look at texture, shape and form in nature. And so what I do is just put the camera on just a small area here, just have a look at the different plants that we can find. So straight away above me here we've got a hawthorn in flower, and that's got a beautiful leaf. I showed you earlier in a previous video. There's the leaf, a fantastic shape, really distinctive toothed leaf, shiny, very fine veins to the leaf. And this is right next to a road. And then on here we've got the other side of the path, we've got elderflower. And flower makes fun. The actual flowers make a fantastic cordial, and the pollen, you can see the pollen blowing off in the wind there as I rub it. Loads of pollen. It smells amazing. That's got a fantastic shape to the flower, and here you can see the flower buds developing there. But then also let's have a look at the leaf shape. So the leaves come in this distinctive shape, which is a central stalk with 5 leaves, 2 on each side and 1 leaf at the end, and every leaf on the plant is the same. So that's helps us to narrow down what species of plant this is. If we had no flowers and just had the leaf, there we go, the shape of the leaf is quite distinctive. It's quite a big plant. It's all the way up here, it's just in bud, it's flowering above me. We've got one above me as well flowering. It's growing on the other side. Then we've got sticky weed again underneath here. Again, you can feel that it's almost like Velcro sticking to your skin. It's got a very distinctive texture, but also the leaves are very distinctive. Hope you can hear me over the traffic noise. The leaf shape, the sort of leaves all the way round at different stages up the stem. We've got stinging nettles here. Great for butterflies. The caterpillars love stinging nettles. There's a dock plant here, massive leaves. Sometimes has these distinctive little red spots in them, quite soft to the touch. Growing next to stinging nettles, and we often use a dock just to cool down. If you get stung by a nettle, you can use a dock to cool you down, cool the sting down, so it doesn't feel quite so bad. Come on round, we've got a bramble here. It helps that we've got last year's, the old blackberries from last year still on the tree, on the bush there. But here's the flower buds coming here, about to open, and then the distinctive 3-lobed blackberry leaf. And if we turn it over, you can see there's thorns on the stem, so you have to handle this with care. So that's a blackberry, and we'll keep walking around. Got these fantastic umbellifers, different types. I'm not an expert on umbellifers, so I can't tell you what species they are. I would be guessing, but it looks to me like there's different types here. So this one below me, a very compact flower head initially, and then it opens out, and quite a distinctive leaf. Big leaf there. Okay, and here's the same plant, just a bit taller. And then we've got a different umbellifer here, much more fluffy appearance to it, lots more of it, but also the leaf is different. It's more like a ferny type leaf, lots of tiny leaves along. It's almost like leaves within leaves. So this is one leaf, this whole piece here, but then there's a separate leaf there, and then that consists of little separate leaves itself, so it sort of breaks down. We've got different grasses as well. There's a lovely grass here. Again, I'm not a grass expert, so I'm not going to tell you the name, so I might get it wrong. But there's one type of grass with the flowering flower head, if you can see that. But then down here we've got a different type of grass with a different flower head. Okay, so the idea of the BioBlitz really is not so much to know everything that you see, but it's more about sort of getting you to be a bit more inquisitive and explore the natural world a little bit. And by exploring, you'll learn more basically, and you as you learn more, you inevitably want to discover more and find other things that are interesting too. So initially you might be interested in plants, but then you might see something else that interests you. So for example, I'll just flip the camera, just looking at the patch of stinging nettles here, and again I've already found one this morning and literally just walked over the road, but here there's another larval nest of small tortoiseshell caterpillars. You can see the damage they've caused and the sort of silk webs that they produce on the nettles, and these have matured a little bit, so the caterpillars, rather than being with the webs, are actually now venturing out sort of solo. Some of them will be in small groups, so you have to look around a little bit more, but once you do, you suddenly realise there's lots of them. So there's a few there feeding on the nettle there in the shade, and then we've got some here feeding on the nettle there. And these are small tortoise shells, you can tell because they have these yellowish markings on the caterpillar. So there we go, feeding on nettle, common stinging nettle. And again, this is why nettles are really important. Everybody thinks they're weeds, so a lot of people think they're weeds, but really important for wildlife. So we'll just carry on just this little area. So like I say, it's right next to a main road. It's just a little open space where people come, and you've got a broad diversity of plants that you can explore and discover and learn more about, and learn about the insects and the other creatures that feed on the insects, the birds that perhaps nest in this sort of thicket here. There's potential to learn all sorts in just this really small area. We've got here creeping thistle that's growing. Again, handle with care, you don't want to be pushing your hands onto this because it's very spiny. That's creeping thistle, and there's lots of it. You can see how it spreads around, very spiky leaves. And then I think this is ribwort plantain, this plant here with the white flowers, so we'll just get in close there. And again, looking at shape and form, let's have a look at the leaves. I'm going to pick one of the leaves just so that you can see what they look like. So here we go, here's one of the leaves. Very long leaf. Okay, and these distinctive ribs, and turn it over, really distinctive ribs and slightly hairy leaf on the underside, and it feels a little bit hairy. So there's lots of other plants as well. I'm just going to point the camera really, not identify them all for you. You need to have a go at identifying maybe some of these yourself. Get out there, have a look. And that's really part of it, is to get out and just have a go and see what you can identify. And I'm sure we can all identify this. I'll just come down here. You all know what one of these are. It's a dandelion cock. So it's the seed head of a dandelion. So yeah, join us tomorrow basically. Every Wednesday we're trying to encourage as many people as possible, families, individuals, to go out in the garden, discover what you can find really, have a closer look. And we're using these themes every week. So this week's theme is texture, shape and form, and it's just a different way of looking at plants. So rather than looking at the colour of plants, I'm looking at the shape of them and the texture of them. And it just means that I'm exploring the plant in more detail and trying to learn more about it. So hopefully you can join us tomorrow. We'll be posting various videos tomorrow and one or two tweets, so have a look on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Just search for the Trent Valley, and also you can visit our website, so www.thetrentvalley.org.uk, and find out more about the Heritage Lottery funded project, where we're working in Staffordshire, Rugeley, across to Lichfield, up towards Derby, along the River Trent and the Trent Valley, and then along the River Dove Valley from sort of Derbyshire area effectively up across to Uttoxeter. So yeah, do check out the website. But it'd be great to see you join us tomorrow. Share some of your photos, videos of what you found on your BioBlitz, You don't have to identify them. You can send the pictures in the videos, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there on social media who will have a go at identifying them for you. So you don't have to be an expert, just have a go. That's what it's all about, really, and get the kids involved and get closer to nature. So hopefully you'll join us tomorrow. Till then, bye.